Have you ever been fooled by a lie? I certainly have. A close friend betrayed my trust, sparking my fascination with deception. I became obsessed with understanding why people lie. This led me on an incredible journey, devouring books and attending seminars. I uncovered the subtle cues that betray a liar. What I discovered was both shocking and empowering. Let's face it, lies are everywhere. From the little white lies we tell to spare someone's feelings, to the more serious deceptions that can have devastating consequences. Lying is an ingrained part of human behavior. We see it in our personal lives, in our workplaces, and even on the world stage. Think about it. How many times have you smiled politely while silently disagreeing with someone? Or told a friend their new haircut looked interesting when you actually thought it was a disaster? These may seem like harmless fibs, but they highlight how frequently we resort to deception, even in everyday interactions. The truth is, we're constantly bombarded with lies. Advertisers exaggerate the benefits of their products. Politicians spin the truth to fit their agendas. And don't even get me started on the world of online dating. It's no wonder we've become so accustomed to deception that we often fail to recognize it. How can we become better lie detectors? It's not about gut feelings. We need to understand the science behind deception. Researchers have studied the psychological and physiological changes when people lie. Liars often fidget, avoid eye contact, and touch their faces. These behaviors manage the anxiety of lying. Liars use vague language and fewer personal pronouns. They distance themselves from their fabrications. By understanding these signs, we can see through deception. You might be thinking, so what if someone tells a white lie? It's not a big deal, right? But here's the thing, lying is a slippery slope. What starts as a small, seemingly harmless fib can easily escalate into a pattern of deception. Research has shown that telling even small lies can have a negative impact on our emotions and self-esteem. When we lie, our brains release cortisol, the stress hormone. Over time, this chronic stress can lead to feelings of anxiety, guilt, and shame. It's like a weight on our shoulders, constantly dragging us down. Moreover, each lie we tell erodes our sense of integrity and trustworthiness. We start to see ourselves as dishonest, which can damage our relationships with others and even impact our performance at work. It's a vicious cycle that can be difficult to break free from. Now let's get practical. What are some specific signs that someone might be lying? While there's no foolproof method, certain behaviors can raise red flags. Remember, these are just indicators, and it's important to consider the context and the individual. One common giveaway is inconsistency. A liar's story might change over time, or their body language might contradict their words. Pay attention to discrepancies between what they're saying and how they're acting. Another telltale sign is defensiveness. When confronted, a liar might become overly defensive or evasive. They might avoid answering questions directly or try to turn the tables on the accuser. Trust your gut if something feels off. Remember those non-verbal cues we talked about. Keep an eye out for things like fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, and touching the face. These can be signs of nervousness or anxiety, which often accompany deception. It's important to remember that lying isn't just about the person being lied to. It also takes a toll on the liar. The emotional and psychological burden of living a lie can be immense. Constant fear of getting caught, the guilt of betraying someone's trust, and the shame of not being truthful. These emotions can weigh heavily on a person's conscience. Over time, the stress of maintaining a lie can manifest in physical symptoms like insomnia, headaches, and digestive problems. It's a high price to pay for deception. Furthermore, when a lie is exposed, the consequences can be devastating. Loss of trust, damaged relationships, and even legal repercussions are all possibilities. It's a reminder that honesty truly is the best policy. We live in a world saturated with information, but not all of it is truthful. By understanding the psychology of lying and learning to spot the signs of deception, we can become more discerning consumers of information and protect ourselves from manipulation. This isn't about becoming cynical or distrustful of everyone we meet. It's about developing a healthy skepticism and honing our critical thinking skills. It's about asking questions, seeking evidence, and not taking everything at face value. If you're intrigued by the art of lie detection and want to learn more about protecting yourself from deception, I invite you to join our community of truth seekers. Subscribe to our newsletter for more insights, tips, and real-life examples of how to spot a liar. Together, let's create a world where honesty and integrity prevail.